Hello, my darlings, and welcome to the Twitch. We are here live, and would you like to say hello to the YouTube gang? We are going to be listening to the new Motionless in White song called Decades. And this is from the new album that released today called Decades. So if you haven't checked it out, please go over and check it out. We've already listened to a couple songs that were on their album, or on their newly released album, like Afraid of the Dark, Playing God, and R.I.P., which were all absolute fire. So definitely go check out the stuff that is newly released today. Before we jump into this, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe. And with that said, shall we get into it, my darlings? For posterity, this was recorded on July 17th, 2026, the day that the album was released. Ooh. This is a fun start.
Is that all you fucking got? I have never felt so alive among the faces in which I confide into the pavement. Failures reframed, ashes to embers. I feel old, the flames. You will remember my name. You're either in or you're
Cool, switch up.
You want it, you get it. Betrayed harmony, collide eternally. I built a fortress from stones that were thrown at me. To find a new day, to find the decade. Fight fast, this is your last chance to fight back, earn your legacy. To find a new day. Stand fast, this is your moment to outlast. Own your history. To find the decade. Oh! Yeah! Motherfucker!
Wait. Okay, wait. Ah! Okay. Fire. Incredibly freaking fun. Coming into this musically. And, like, it definitely has a similar vibe to Playing God. It is very aggressive in its sound. But this is actually kind of perfect because there's a couple quotes from this that I feel like tie back to 570, which we literally listened to today. And I don't know if chat like set that up on purpose, but we're gonna pull the lyrics back up from 570 and listen to this, okay? So in 570, we hear literally the first lyric in it. I think it started with a blech and ended with like a blech. And then also this one, the bleh does not, I don't think has any particular meaning, but we start off with a bleh pretty soon into the song. But the first lyric of 570 is burn it down brick by brick, made in 2006. You look at this song called Decades, okay? And 570 was released in 2016. It's 2026. 10 years is a decade. I don't know if it's connected. I feel like chat, you set it up. I feel like you set it up. And then going back to Brick by Brick, made in 2006, you go to, he mentions ashes to embers, I fueled the flame. Actually, no, wait. We're going to talk about the brick by brick in a second. But ashes to embers, I fueled the flame. There's a lyric in 570 where he says, so I made friends with the fire to keep from getting burned. So this is almost, it almost feels like Decades is now the phoenix rising from the embers, the ashes. And then I'm way too excited about this. And I'm like, I don't even know if this is on purpose connected or if you guys set me up for this. But it's exciting. I built a fortress from stones that were thrown at me. Okay. And then you come to the 570 and you have burn it down brick by brick, made in 2006. I know that technically when someone says throwing stones at them, it's kind of like a throwing insults, throwing, kind of dragging them down. Like throwing stones is very... someone intentionally obviously hurting someone else is literal in that sense. And I mean, the brick by brick actually might not have the connection that I'm kind of thinking it does, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of times when someone throws stones at you, it's usually kind of like, it's a psychological thing. And they're not saying throw a brick, so again, it might not have the connection that I'm kind of thinking it does, but it kind of just feels like taking something from your past, or taking something that you've done, or taking something that you've said, and maybe it might be something you regret, and using that against you. Not saying that's what they're doing, but that's kind of just where my brain went. And then they say pen to the pavement, failures reframed. And then the 570 song is very much about not giving up, to continue fighting for what you want, even though it is tough. And then there's a literal... as I stood with my brothers on the side of the road, and roads are made of pavement. So it kind of sounds like when he's saying pen to the pavement, it's kind of like they're on tour and they're writing songs as they're on tour and things like that. Like, I just feel like there's so many little things in this that kind of connect back to that 570 and the fact that they're literally a decade apart. We should continue. This is just exciting. This is like...
Yeah! Motherfucker! Forge your fears into weapons, shape a lifetime every second. Truth over spite, faith over doubt, mind over matter, and grace over cloud, heart over pride, tact over rage, strength in conviction, and honor in pain. So be not afraid.
Be not afraid! Pride in the Dark reference?
Find a new day, to find a decade. Fight fast, this is your last chance to fight back, earn your legacy. To find a new day, stand fast, this is
The layering.
your moment to outlast, own your history. To find a decade. Forge your fears into weapons, shape a lifetime out of seconds. Turn the years into lessons, shape a lifetime every second. So dry your eyes, cause there won't be a funeral. Unified by a bond, unconditional. No grave, no bones. Still here, count the years, fuck a tombstone. Move! So dry your eyes, there will not be a funeral. Turn by time, I survived, I am eternal. And if you never try, then you'll never know.
Slowing down.
Still here, no fear, fuck a tombstone.
That last scream. Holy moly. Oh my god, that's fire. Also, that last portion, definitely a little ode to Playing God, which is another song on their album, which, if you haven't seen, is so fucking good. Lick the dirt. No, lick the dirt off your boot. Or no, lick the dirt off my boot like a good dog. It's like, so good. Okay. Fire. I'm so sorry I clapped right in your guys' ears. But I will say that randomly in chat today, somebody said, fuck a tombstone. And I was like, huh? I was like, what do you... That was random. I'm like, where's that coming from? So I was like, fuck a So fuck a tombstone also sounds like a good dog. Like it had kind of the same fuck a tombstone kind of tone to it. I feel like there's a lot of things in this that allude, or not allude, but kind of tie to other songs in their album. So the moment we're gonna let me put my glasses on. So 1, forge your fears into weapons, shape a life out of seconds, turn the years into lessons, shape a lifetime every second. So dry your eyes, cause there won't be a funeral, unified by a bond unconditional, no grave, no bones, still here, count the years, fuck a tombstone. So again, I think going back to the song 570, because it's very much talking about the struggle that they went through, kind of the beginnings of the band, finding a place where you can express, feel safe to express, and to have a new sort of family with this group of like-minded people and making music together and working through all of the trauma, mental, emotional stuff with these people, and having them be your new brothers, because in the song they talk about standing with my brothers on the pavement. And so you've created this new family, and then it goes from that into never giving up. And it's this, I think, really does tie back to that. Then the last portion, I feel like definitely was, had the Playing God tone to it, and aggressiveness to it. And then there was another portion that, and I haven't listened to everything on this album yet, but I do want to. And I'm sure there'll be, I bet you if I go and listen to everything else on this album and come back to this song, I'm going to hear more tidbits, So Be Not Afraid is definitely, I feel like, referencing to Afraid of the Dark, which is another song on their album. If you haven't checked it out, you really should. This is so good. I really love the lyrics in this. I think they are aggressively what's the word for it? Let me just say the lyrics for you. Truth over spite, faith over doubt, mind over matter, grace over clout, heart over pride, tact over rage, strength in conviction, and honor in pain. It's a way of living, and I think it's so aggressively full of love. It's kind of like we have these choices in life of how we can communicate, react, feel, think, and it's very much that we have these choices, and we should be making the best choices to not spread hate, but spread love. And not only for yourself, but for others as well. So like when you say truth over spite, I'm like, to hold spite in your heart is incredibly draining. When you could have that confrontation and have it be over and not hold on to it. Faith over doubt. When you doubt yourself, it eats away at you instead of, and not necessarily that faith is something that is incredibly easy to have within oneself or in others, depending on, you know, however your brain is braining, you know. But it's so much more healthier for you and others. Mind over matter, grace over clout. Like, you can take every single thing in this, and it is heart over pride, tact over rage. Like, it is a way of saying we have choices in the way that we live, react, speak, and all of that has a lot of power over ourselves and the people around us. And so it's just absolutely lovely. And it's just a really good reminder. I feel like, especially in this day and age where there's a lot of, you know, there's reels and Instagram posts and TV shows and YouTube content. I mean, here we are. But there's a lot of stuff out there that I feel like gets you very disconnected with yourself and how much of an impact you really have. Whether that's, again, with your actions or your words. And so I feel like this is a very aggressive but positive reminder of that power that you hold, but then also talking about earning your legacy, steadfast, this is your moment, own, and then also it says own your history. So it's kind of like own what you've done, accept what you've done, and learn from it, you know? And it's just, there's so much positive stuff going on in this, while also being like aggressive and just so, and not aggressive in like a negative sense. It's just, it's very bold, very, you know, in your face, but in a positive way. So I really, really enjoyed that. And it was really freaking fun. Like the music and all the little Easter eggs. It was just awesome possum. So again, their new album, Decades, is out now. So if you haven't checked them out, I recommend. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction to this. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you cutie patooties in the next one. Okay, my darlings.